Today we are going to be talking about the Moza Slypod. Today I brought Jonas here with me. We are in the Grand Tetons National Park, actually at the Wildlife Film Festival of the year. It's called Jackson Wild. So that's, all these other filmmakers that are out here. And today we want to test this thing out, which is a brand new tripod by Moza, and it gets bigger and smaller. Get over here. Get over here. I want you to ask questions about this.
I'm gonna stop you and
Actually, this is a really cool tripod that it's really a monopod that has a lot of uses that acts as a slider. So take this camera.
Want to take it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to talk through how this works. Jonas hasn't actually seen the Slypod working all that well yet.
This is all new to me. Yeah.
So here, let me just kind of run you through what the whole thing is. Essentially, you can turn it on with this little button right here, and it will move in and out like a normal slider. So let's just kind of drag it in. Okay, so you got little plus and minus buttons. So this drags it in. This is the extension for the monopod. So I can take all of this off. The whole thing only weighs about 2 pounds. You can throw this in your backpack. And at 2 pounds, that makes it so different than a normal slider. In fact, most of the time, we never bring sliders with us into the field unless they're really, really tiny ones. And this thing will be able to extend this far out, which is pretty fantastic. So it has two functions. One as the monopod, so that's kind of a hybrid slider thing. That's why they call it the Slypod. You put that on, you got these little tripod things that put out, and then you can hit the buttons and it will go up and down because you have the tripod plate here. Or if you take this off, why don't you hold that for me?
Sure. I
can bring the tripod over here, and this is actually one of the things that I love so much about it. We can just clip this in to the tripod. It comes with this quick release mount up here, which you can put the tripod to, slide that in. Okay, actually I think I might have done it backwards here. Oh, there, that works. Okay, and now, why didn't you hit record on that? We'll film Hugh over there.
Yep.
Here it goes. Just like that, a slider. It goes back and forth. You can change the speed with the little plus button, so it's getting a little bit faster now. I can also hold both the plus and minus down for a few seconds, and what it'll do is go back and forth. So right now it's just gonna go back and forth, which is a pretty handy feature if you're doing interviews or something. I will say, because this is not a sponsored video, you can hear it's a little bit loud. The audio is coming from my microphone right at the moment. Wouldn't you say it's just a little bit loud for just interviews?
A little bit of noise, but not too bad, I would say.
It's not too bad. I mean, the motor is over here. But overall, pretty fancy, pretty cool. What do you think about it, Jonas?
I'm pretty blown away by, first of all, the fact that no one has actually come up with this whole system before. This idea is very innovative, I gotta say. And the fact that you can use it in more than one way, because a lot of times when I'm out in the field, I would love to have a monopod with me, just running around with a camera, and it's just a pain in the butt running around with this big tripod and a slider on top of that. So, in that sense, it is a pretty beautiful idea, to be honest. And I was holding it before. It's definitely not very heavy, so that's also a big plus.
No, and I was reading up. It apparently will hold 35 pounds extended. Up to 50 going up and down. That's pretty impressive.
One thing I can think is that you got to be really careful when you put this base plate on so it doesn't jiggle too much. That's probably, but it's actually more stable than I thought. To be honest.
It's as stable as a normal slider that I would say. Normal sliders do the exact same thing.
Hey, why don't you come up here with the camera a little bit and get closer, and we'll do a little slide past you. You should film right in here, and then we'll do if you come in here, and then I'm gonna move you up here, and we'll do a little slide. I'll film you instead. Okay, I'm gonna hit focus and recording. Stand still there, Hugh. Don't move with it.
Testing the Moza Slypod. The other thing you can do with this is motion time lapses, which is fantastic. So there's a little plug right here, which will allow you to plug in a cable, which goes to your camera, to the remote shutter port. And then through the app on your phone, you can determine how fast it's taking pictures, how many pictures, all the different things you would do in a normal time-lapse thing, which this is going to be my favorite feature, I think, but unfortunately I can't test this out because I have the wrong port connector for it.
But you're saying that you can control the camera through your phone and it communicates directly with the slider or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the last thing, you can change all of the motion via the phone. So if you want to set this up and be in front of the camera and just slide it back and forth with the phone, it will allow you to do that, and it's pretty easy. It's almost not even worth showing you because it's just so basic, it's simple. So this is the Moza Slypod. I would highly recommend getting this if you're looking to get a slider that you can also do motion time lapses with, because it will be about half the price of a setup, equal setup.
Did you say the price?
I think it's under $500, I think.
Anyway.
I mean, most motion time lapses are about $1,000. This will be $500. It's a monopod plus the slider. It's all remote controlled. It's kind of brilliant. Fortunately, we got a chance to test this out. They are not paying for this, so I'm trying to be as honest as possible here. There's really nothing that I can find wrong with it, other than, it's only 2 hours, so you have to bring a little bit of battery if you want to be out in the field for a long time. And the motor is audible, you can hear it, but I think that's the only thing. I don't know.
Yeah. And we're always looking for ways to get our gear small enough to be put in a day pack, basically. And this is a really great example of that.
It is a great example of that. Links to the Moza Slypod down in the description. Thanks for watching. We have more videos coming out every week or so.
Yeah.
Every couple weeks. All right, thanks everybody for watching. See you soon.